They tried to destroy you, they moved in silence, they plotted in darkness, they gathered their forces against you, but something terrible happened instead. Something they never expected, something they never prepared for, something that has changed everything in an instant. You need to see this, you need to understand what really happened while they were trying to tear you down. This revelation will shake you to your core, it will open your eyes to what's been happening all along. The truth has been hidden, but today the veil is being lifted and nothing will ever be the same again. The forces that moved against you were not random, they were calculated, deliberate, strategic, they saw something in you that threatened them. They crafted plans in secret rooms, whispered your name in dark corners, mapped out every step of your downfall, they were certain of their success. But what happened next has sent shockwaves through their ranks, has left them scrambling in confusion, has turned their world upside down. The consequences they now face are beyond what anyone could have imagined. The tables have turned in ways they never thought possible. This matters for your immediate future because everything is about to change. The path before you is being cleared. What they intended for your destruction is becoming the foundation of your greatest victory. Like this video right now, if you've felt the attacks, if you've sensed the resistance, if you've known that forces were working against you. Share this message if you've been targeted, if you've been undermined, if you've been pushed aside by those who feared your potential. This revelation is specifically for those who have been in the crosshairs, who have weathered storms that seem to come from nowhere. Who have stood firm even when everything was designed to make you fall. These enemies move like shadows, they wear friendly faces, they speak supportive words, but their hearts plot your downfall. They smile while they place obstacles in your path, they offer help that leads to harm, they give advice designed to derail you. They couldn't stand to see your light, they couldn't bear to witness your growth, they couldn't allow your purpose to unfold. Their methods were subtle at first, small discouragements, gentle redirections, soft doubts planted in your mind. Then they became bolder, creating division in your relationships, placing roadblocks in your opportunities, spreading whispers that damaged your reputation. They believed success was within their grasp, they thought your spirit would break, they were certain their superior numbers would overwhelm you. They miscalculated everything, they underestimated who you really are, they failed to see what was protecting you all along. Type 1 survived in the comments if you're still standing, if you've weathered their attacks, if you've remained unbroken despite everything. Declare your resilience right now if you felt the pressure but refused to crumble, if you faced opposition but kept moving forward. Let them know that their plans failed, that their efforts were wasted, that you are still here stronger than before. What actually happened to those who attacked you is beyond what anyone expected. The universe responded with perfect justice. Every trap they set became their prison, every lie they told returned to haunt them, every attack they launched rebounded with precision. They now find themselves caught in the very destruction they planned for you, experiencing the pain they intended to cause. The unexpected consequences have left them reeling, unable to understand how everything reversed so completely, so perfectly, so irrevocably. Their plans backfired with such force that nothing in their lives remains untouched. The very foundations they stood on have crumbled. A universal law of return activated against them, a cosmic mirror reflected everything back to its source. The energy they directed toward your demise has returned to them, multiplied, intensified, unavoidable. It surrounds them now with no escape. They are witnessing firsthand that what you send out always comes back. It is the inviolable law that protected you. You were protected from destruction because forces beyond the physical were guarding you. Unseen hands were deflecting attacks. Divine intervention was occurring. A shield of light surrounded you even in your darkest moments, a barrier they could not penetrate, a fortress they could not breach. What they saw as your vulnerability was actually your greatest strength. What they targeted as your weakness became your unbreakable core. This protection continues to this day, growing stronger with each attack, becoming more impenetrable with each failed attempt against you. You are specially guarded because your purpose is not yet fulfilled. Your mission is essential. Your path forward affects countless others. The light within you cannot be extinguished by their darkness. The truth in you cannot be overcome by their lies. Your protection is not coincidence, it is by design. It is because you matter more than they knew. Type 777 if you recognize this divine protection, if you felt the invisible shield, if you've sensed the forces keeping you safe. Acknowledge the power that has preserved you through impossible circumstances, that has kept you standing when you should have fallen. Declare your understanding of what really happened, that it wasn't luck that saved you, it wasn't chance that preserved you. It was something greater, something watching over you, something ensuring you would survive their every attempt to destroy you. The specific ways they tried to destroy you were more calculated than you realized. They studied your vulnerabilities, they targeted your deepest doubts. They whispered criticisms disguised as concern, they offered help that was designed to fail, they created situations that would trigger your insecurities. They positioned themselves as allies, as mentors, as friends, while systematically undermining your confidence, your relationships, your opportunities. Their deceptive methods were crafted to make you think the failure was yours, that you weren't good enough, that you didn't deserve success. They disguised attacks as casual comments, coincidences, bad luck, making you question your own perception rather than see their hand at work. They planted seeds of doubt in the minds of those closest to you, slowly isolating you from your support system, your strength, your defenders. The traps they set were emotional, psychological, spiritual, designed to break you from the inside, to make you surrender your own power. But something in you refused to be broken, something in you recognized the lies, something in you remained unshakably true to your path. Everything they attempted has come back to them with perfect precision. Their words now echo in their own minds, their actions ricochet back to their source. The universal law of return has activated with flawless justice. What they sent out has returned to them, multiplied, intensified, unavoidable. The lies they spread are now being told about them. The obstacles they created are now blocking their own paths. The isolation they planned for you surrounds them. This reversal follows natural law. What you put into the universe must come back to you. It is the balance that cannot be escaped. Those who plotted your financial ruin now face unexpected losses. Those who attacked your relationships now find themselves abandoned. Those who tried to destroy your reputation now watch their own names crumble. Those who aimed for your failure now experience devastating defeats. This pattern always repeats throughout history, throughout lives. The energy we send returns to us. It is the inviolable forces principle. In motion without understanding the consequences. They unleashed energies they cannot control. They activated laws that now bind them. Their terrible fall is the direct result of what they tried to do to you. It is perfect justice unfolding before your eyes. Type justice prevails if you see this divine reversal happening, if you recognize the perfect balance being restored, if you understand this cosmic law. Declare your understanding that what goes around comes around, at the energy we send returns to us, that darkness always eventually faces the light. Stand firm in knowing that truth cannot be permanently buried, that lies cannot stand forever, that what is right will ultimately be revealed. The universe bends toward justice, and you are witnessing it unfold before your very eyes. You specifically were protected because there is something unique within you, something powerful, something that threatens the darkness just by existing. The special qualities that shielded you are not random, they are the very core of who you are: your authenticity, your integrity, your unwavering spirit. Your refusal to become bitter, your choice to remain open, your decision to keep believing, these created an energy field around you that they could not penetrate. Your inner strength defeated their plans because it operates on a frequency they cannot access, it vibrates at a level they cannot reach. They tried to use lower energies against you: fear, doubt, insecurity, but these cannot overcome the higher frequencies of love, truth, purpose. The mark of protection that surrounds you is visible to those with eyes to see. It radiates from you, alerting the darkness that you are untouchable. This shield was not given to you, it was activated by you through your choices, through your resilience, through your refusal to surrender your light. What they saw as naivety was actually wisdom. What they mocked as weakness was your greatest strength. What they attacked as vulnerability was your unbreakable core. Your attackers now find themselves in the very pit they dug for you, experiencing the same pain they tried to inflict, suffering the consequences of their own actions. Their carefully constructed facades are crumbling, revealing the truth of who they are. Their masks are slipping, showing what lies beneath. The energy they directed toward your destruction has created a whirlwind around them, chaotic, unpredictable, devastating to everything they built. They are discovering that darkness cannot stand against light, that deception cannot overcome truth, that hatred cannot defeat love. Their desperate attempts to escape justice only entangle them further. Every effort to avoid consequences deepens their predicament. They look for someone to blame, they search for ways to redirect the energy, they plead for mercy they never showed to others. The cosmic boomerang has returned with perfect accuracy, striking precisely where they are most vulnerable, exposing exactly what they tried to hide. Some have already fallen completely, others are watching their world slowly unravel, all are facing what they tried to make you face. This is not your vengeance, this is natural law, this is the universe restoring balance, this is justice completing its perfect circle. Type 333 if you stand in the light of truth, if you refuse to be dimmed, if you continue to shine despite every attempt to darken your path. Declare your position against those shadow forces that tried to convince you that darkness was normal, that deception was acceptable, that compromise was necessary. Acknowledge the protection that surrounds you, not because you are perfect, but because you are authentic, not because you never fail, but because you keep rising. The light within you is stronger than any darkness sent against you. Remember this, claim this, believe this. The real reason you were targeted was not what you did, but who you are, not your actions, but your essence, not your words, but your presence. They saw in you what they lack in themselves: authenticity when they wear masks, integrity when they compromise truth, your natural light exposed their darkness, your genuine spirit revealed their falseness, your honest heart highlighted their deception. What threatened them most was not your success, but your potential, not your current position, but your ultimate destination, not who you are, but who you are becoming. They recognized something in you that they tried to destroy in themselves: a connection to truth, a link to source, a direct line to power. Your purpose terrified them because they glimpsed the impact you would have, the lives you would touch, the change you would create once fully activated. They tried to prevent what they could not control, to destroy what they could not possess, to dim what made their darkness visible. Their attack was actually confirmation of your importance, evidence of your power, proof of your purpose. They would not waste energy on someone insignificant. They unwittingly validated your path through their desperate attempts to block it. They confirmed your light through their frantic efforts to extinguish it. Their attacks actually strengthened you in ways nothing else could, turning potential energy into kinetic force, untested faith into unshakable knowing. The resistance they provided built spiritual muscles. The obstacles they created developed your problem-solving. The isolation they caused deepened your self-reliance. Every lie they told sharpened your discernment. Every betrayal they orchestrated refined your intuition. Every attack they launched increased your resilience. The unexpected gifts came disguised as challenges. The blessings were wrapped in difficulties. The growth was hidden within the pain. You now possess wisdom that cannot be taught, clarity that can only be earned, strength that comes exclusively through testing. Your capacity has expanded through stretching. Your vision has cleared through darkness. Your resolve has hardened through fire. The abilities you've now unlocked were dormant within you, waiting for the precise combination of pressure and time to activate. You can now see what others miss, perceive what others overlook, understand what others misinterpret, because your eyes have been trained in the dark. What they intended to use to destroy you has instead transformed you into someone far more powerful than they ever anticipated or feared. The immediate changes coming to your life will surprise even you. Doors are opening, paths are clearing, obstacles are dissolving as if they never existed. Opportunities that were blocked are suddenly accessible. People who support your vision are entering your life. Resources you need are becoming available. The momentum that was stalled is now accelerating, rapidly gathering force with each passing day, propelling you toward your purpose. Those who stood in your way find themselves moved aside. Those who blocked your progress discover they have lost their influence. The timeline for these positive changes is already activated. The wheels are in motion. The pieces are falling into place. The universe is responding. Within weeks you will see tangible evidence of this shift. Within months you will witness undeniable transformation. Within a year you will barely recognize your life. The ground that was taken from you is being restored, multiplied, expanded beyond what you previously held. What was stolen is returning with interest. The connections that will form now will be genuine. The opportunities that emerge will be aligned. The path forward will feel natural, effortless, right. This is not random. This is restoration. This is realignment. This is the universe correcting what was interfered with. This is your true trajectory being re-established. You are being positioned for a level of impact that would not have been possible without the challenges you've overcome. The fire has prepared you for your purpose. Type "My victory is secured" to claim this new reality, to declare your readiness to step into what is being prepared for you. Acknowledge that you have not just survived but are positioned to thrive, not just endured but are empowered to excel. Recognize that what they intended to be your end has become your new beginning. What they planned as your defeat has become your launching pad. Your triumph over those who attacked you is not just complete, it is just beginning. What ultimately happens to those who attacked you follows universal law. What they sent out returns. What they created consumes them. What they intended manifests in their lives. The justice that comes to completion is not your burden to carry, not your responsibility to enforce, not your concern to monitor. Their own actions have set forces in motion that cannot be stopped. Their own intentions have created consequences that cannot be avoided. They will experience exactly what they tried to create for you, no more, no less. The precision of this universal balance is perfect, absolute, complete. Why they can never recover from their failure is simple: they battled against truth, they fought against light, they positioned themselves against universal law. The energy required to maintain deception eventually depletes the force needed to fight against truth, ultimately exhausts the power used to oppose light, finally consumes. Others will witness their decline, will observe their fall, will connect cause and effect, will understand the lesson that attacking light always damages the attacker. Their legacy becomes a warning, their story becomes a caution, their fate becomes evidence that darkness cannot overcome light, that lies cannot defeat truth. The elevation coming to your life is beyond what you have imagined, beyond what you have prepared for, beyond what you have allowed yourself to envision. The recognition you'll soon receive will open doors you didn't know existed, will connect you with people you never expected to meet, will position you in places of influence. Your voice that they tried to silence will reach further than ever before. Your message they attempted to distort will resonate with those who need it most. The influence you'll begin to have will extend beyond your immediate circle, beyond your community, beyond even your field, touching lives in ways you cannot yet see. This is not random, this is restoration, this is the universe correcting what was interfered with, this is your true trajectory being re-established. The legacy you're now creating will outlast any temporary setback, will overshadow any momentary defeat, will transcend any passing obstacle. Your greatest contributions are still ahead. The seeds you plant now will grow into forests, the ideas you nurture now will evolve into movements. What they feared in you was accurate, what they sensed in your potential was correct, what they recognized in your purpose was real. Their greatest mistake was believing they could stop what was destined to unfold, that they could prevent what was always meant to be. My time has come to step into this new chapter, to embrace this turning point, to claim this moment of elevation. Declare your acceptance of your rising path, your readiness to receive what has been prepared, your willingness to become who you were always meant to be. Acknowledge that everything is now working for your good, that what was meant to destroy you is becoming your platform. That what was designed to be your prison has become your launching pad, that your greatest pain is transforming into your greatest purpose. How everything meant to harm you becomes your advantage, follows divine alchemy, suffering transforms into wisdom, wounds become credentials, pain becomes compassion. The complete transformation of your circumstances happens not despite the attacks, but because of them. The pressure created the diamond, the fire refined the gold. The very things they used to hurt you become the core of your testimony, the foundation of your message, the source of your impact. What they thought would disqualify you actually authorized you, what they believed would silence you gave you something vital to say. The ironic way your enemies served your purpose becomes clearer with each passing day. They were unknowing participants in your development, unwitting contributors to your growth. Their attempts to write you off placed you directly on the path to your purpose. Their efforts to keep you small forced you to discover your greatness. The perfect justice in this outcome is not that they fall, but that you rise, not that they suffer, but that you soar, and not that they lose, but that you win. The ultimate reversal is found in your transformation, in your elevation, in your expansion, while they remain trapped in the very energy they created. What they never understood is that light cannot be permanently extinguished, truth cannot be forever buried, purpose cannot be ultimately thwarted. The forces they aligned themselves against were always stronger than the forces they aligned themselves with. This was never a fair fight, they were destined to lose. Victory is mine to claim everything that has been prepared for you, everything that has been reserved for you, everything that has been protected for you. Declare your complete triumph over the forces of destruction, over the energies of limitation, over the spirits of defeat that try to claim your life. Acknowledge that what was meant to end you has only made you unstoppable. What was designed to break you has made you unbreakable. What was intended to be your downfall has become the very foundation of your greatest comeback. The greatest victories always follow the fiercest battles. The attacks against you have completely failed. The plans for your destruction have been turned upside down. The strategies for your defeat have become the building blocks of your victory. Those who moved against you have faced the perfect justice of natural law, have reaped exactly what they sowed, have harvested precisely what they planted. You are now positioned for unprecedented success, for unimagined opportunity, for unplanned elevation, because what was meant for evil has been transformed for good. The future is secure and bright for you, cleared of the obstacles they placed, purified of the toxic energy they released, aligned with your highest purpose. The darkness they sent has only made your light shine brighter. The lies they told have only made your truth sound clearer. The hatred they harbored has only made your love grow stronger. This is not the end of your story, but merely the beginning of a new chapter. The page has turned, the scene has shifted, the stage has been reset. What awaits you now is the fulfillment of everything they tried to prevent, the manifestation of everything they attempted to block, the realization of everything they hoped to destroy. The victory is complete, the transformation is underway, the restoration is in progress. It is finished, it is done, it is accomplished.